Hi, Irene Fehr of IgniteAWoman.com here with another installment of my video blog. Today I want to talk about intuition. And I came up with this topic because I was having a conversation with a friend earlier today. And in the middle of the conversation, I listed off three really major decisions in my life. And they were leaving my marriage, leaving my corporate career, and a very recent decision to sell all my stuff and live a nomadic life. And there was a thread I realized among all of these decisions, which was leaving something that I used to value. And that something that I used to value came from making decisions from this place of I'm supposed to want this. I'm supposed to be this way. I'm supposed to really value this. To give you an example, to make it concrete, the kind of relationship that I looked for when I was married was I wanted to be a certain kind of woman. I had not so much ideas about what that looked like, but I was definitely having a relationship within these parameters, this box of who I'm supposed to be as a woman, wanting to be in control of everything, wanting to have my shit together, being afraid to show emotions. The same was in the corporate world. There were certain things that I thought I needed to have in order to be successful. The career had to look a certain way. I had to show up at work a certain way. And the same was with stuff as well. I very much bought into this at least behavior of stuff makes me happy. Buying stuff, having a bigger apartment or a bigger car or stuff in my house made me happy. And in the end, they didn't. And in the end, I realized actually today, again, I pieced these things together and I realized that none of these decisions were really made from intuition. They were partly made from doing what I'm supposed to do, wanting what I'm supposed to want. And part of it was from this void of actually feeling like I am fulfilled or I'm doing something that's really important to me. And so to circle back to why I'm talking about intuition today is because I have decided to change the way I live radically. I've decided to live from that intuitive place. And that intuitive place for me is a place of genuine desire. What do I want? What is it that's really important to me? What is it that's really going to fulfill me? And it's a very different place. It feels very different and it produces very different results than following what is it that I'm supposed to want or who is it that I'm supposed to be in my life. And that place of desire, it's like a place that until very recently I didn't even know how to access. It was a place that was like this muscle that has never been used, that I didn't even know existed. And it's also a place that once I started understanding my intuition and started to actually notice the gap, like when I don't follow my intuition, what that feels like, and then when I do follow my intuition, what that feels like, and what the gap is in between in terms of how it feels and in terms of how the outcomes feel. It started to be very, very noticeable and very evident that the place the decisions that I make from intuition are not only so much better, but they feel better. They are more fulfilling and they actually nourish that place that didn't get filled up by following someone else's rules of what is success, what is a relationship, what makes a good life. All along, I'm the one who knows what's a good life for me. Imagine that. And that's so true for you too. You are the only person who knows what it means to live a good life. You're the only person who knows what is important to you and what will fulfill you. And it's especially important for women because what we have is we can't compartmentalize what doesn't feel good to us and continue carrying on. Of course we can, and we do, but it takes a deeper, it has a deeper toll on our psyches. And I know for me, being very somatically sensitive, it often comes out in something physical, such as headaches, migraine headaches, backaches, allergies, as well as things like food allergies, for example, or upset stomach. I know when I am not in alignment with what I deeply desire for myself, my body starts shouting, hey, this is not okay. So that's my video blog for today, and I want to leave you with just some questions to ask you to start noticing about yourself. What's it like to follow your intuition and make decisions from that place? And what is it like not to? What is it like to act out of what you're supposed to do, or even act out of shame or guilt of how maybe you should be, or how you're supposed to be, how it's expected of you? And even acting out of fear, because that's definitely what's true for me as well, is acting out of fear in many big life decisions. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for listening, and I hope you'll leave comments on the Facebook group and elsewhere about how this inspired you to look at your life differently. Thanks again for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.